So today is going to be all about one of our most misunderstood and asked about ingredients. We're going to make some cocktails with it, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to try the cocktails and let you know why we use it and what we think it does to enhance our cocktails.
Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
So it seems that there are a lot of people out there who are kind of salty about saline, right?
Yes, we have received a lot of questions about it, both in person and on all of our different platforms. What is it? Why do we use it?
And does it make you... And so we're here to dispel that theory.
We mostly get that on our TikTok channel.
Yeah, kind of strange.
So this ingredient is doo-doo saline. Let's start with what it is and what it is not.
I mean, it's pretty simple. It's salt water.
Salt water, and first thing we're gonna do is, of course, make it. Do you wanna hold this?
Sure.
And you can tell us what saline is not.
Some people think it might have a certain effect on you. Well, we can certainly tell you that one, using this amount of it is not going to have that effect, and you're also not going to be ingesting it in that sort of way that where it would have that effect. But it is not also contact solution. We get that question a lot too.
Yes.
People are a little confused, and so yeah, don't run into your bathroom and be like, oh, I'll just use some contact solution and I'll just start throwing that in my cocktail. No, it's fine sea salt, and we use our filtered water, and that's pretty much what it is. There's different ratios that people use, right?
So we have looked at various manuals, different bartending sources. One source that I particularly like is Dave Arnold. He is the one who wrote Liquid Intelligence. He does a 1-to-4 ratio, which is pretty much what we're going to do today. Death & Co, though, they like
1-to-3
to do 1-to-3 ratio, which is just slightly more than what we put in here. Their recipes in their recipe book tend to be just like a drop of saline.
Right.
We do like a whole dropper, so we don't go too heavy on the salt. Also, I'm too impatient to like let that much salt dissolve. So what we have in here is we have 1 ounce of filtered water, and then I put in half a teaspoon of salt. We're using a fine sea salt here. We really like that. We have done it with Himalayan salt before.
That's right. Yeah.
That one is a bit saltier.
Yeah.
That Himalayan salt. It has a pretty pink color, and so you're like, oh, saline. Now, some basic history why this is called saline is that saline was discovered in, back in the olden ages. Everybody has been salting their food since forever, biblical times. And then in like the 1820s, someone learned to use it for medical purposes and then gave it the name saline.
All right. Medical 101.
Medical 101. So we're serving you up straight medicine here.
Yeah. Liquid medicine.
Okay, why it's important.
The biggest thing is it enhances the flavors and pulls out flavors of the cocktail. I mean, if you think about it in relation to our food, you're supposed to add salt to enhance the flavors of your food. Now, one of the things with our sort of, I'll call our North American diet, a lot of times we oversalt stuff because we have been so accustomed to the flavor of salt.
Lots of salt, lots of sugar.
As like, that's a flavor we actually really like and want.
Yeah.
But that's really not the purpose of adding salt to something. People are worried, oh, it's gonna make my cocktail super salty or something like that. It's not really what the purpose of it is.
Yeah, and at home, you could just use a pinch of salt, but as you see, we already have saline made now.
And it's nice to have it mixed in, especially like if you're shaking a cocktail, I think, yeah, you can throw in a pinch or two of salt. If you're stirring it, it'll probably dissolve by the time you're done stirring it, but you might as well just put a couple drops of saline and be good to go.
It's worth it, and it gives you a little bit more precision for your cocktails. You know how much salt you're getting in there.
That's a good point.
Another thing to note is that if you're using it at home, if you're making a citrus forward cocktail, of course we enjoy it on our margaritas, right?
Do.
Salt along the edges.
Yes.
We don't necessarily put salt in our citrus type cocktails. Or saline.
Yeah.
But anything, as we'll show you today, with coffee, cocoa, stone fruits, those kind of things, berries, all of those really, really benefit from having saline in it. So if you're being picky and choosy, those are some helpful hints that they're gonna make a huge impact. We also have discovered that anything with soda water in it, it usually makes it more bitter.
That's right. Yeah, we tried one the other day and it was like Ooh, yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yes, so if you're using soda water in a cocktail, we would actually recommend that you stay away from saline. And the reason why is because soda water is a CO2 compound, which has this like bittering effect on your tongue. And when you add salt to it, it's like it opens up the flavor enhancers in your tongue, and then it's like, whoa, there's all that soda water.
Right. So if you couldn't tell, she's the brains of the operation.
I don't know about that.
So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna make the same cocktail twice, once with saline and once without. Now, mine is gonna be the saline one. She is not quite as salty as I am, so she will not have saline in her cocktails. And our first one we're gonna do is the Polar Expresso cocktail, which is like an espresso martini type drink.
It is a delicious one from the Polar Express.
If you couldn't guess. So,
Yes.
So let's get our shaker tins. Da-da-da. Okay, and what do? Our recipe is we start off with what, 1.5 ounces of brandy, I believe.
Yes.
Which we're getting a little low on this, so we're gonna have to stock back up. But I think we have enough to get us through this episode. So here we go. So she's gonna add in her 1.5 ounces of brandy.
While I'm doing that, you can put in
1/2 ounce of a Kirsch liqueur. We use Mount Rigi. We really like this. Isn't this from the Alps of Switzerland?
It
right?
is, and they are genuine white cherries made. It's basically like a brandy, really, or a fruited liqueur where they steep these white cherries with some sugar and then let it ferment to make alcohol.
All right, we're gonna do 1/4 ounce of liquor 43. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oops, I overpoured. Give me your glass.
Oh, see? 2 is better.
See, sharing is caring.
And 1.5 ounces of espresso, which we have already poured. We use an espresso machine for our espresso. If you have your own espresso machine, congratulations, and go for it. If you have just regular coffee, I think I would recommend actually getting freeze-dried coffee to make your like espresso concentrated coffee flavor in order to get that. There's some really great versions of the freeze-dried coffee. Not instant, freeze-dried.
So we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of this vanilla simple.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna add a dropper of saline.
Okay, and I will
And
not
you're gonna abstain.
abstain.
Okay. Now we need to add ice. Okay. Okay, we are all ready to shake away here, but let's go ahead and grab our Nick and Nora's. You can see that mine, I did a little piece of tape on the bottom, right at the bottom of the stem. So you really can't tell, but we're gonna try not to cheat, and maybe we'll even switch the glasses around a little bit too. Let's go ahead. We're gonna shake.
Okay.
We're gonna shake for the same amount of time.
Yes.
Yeah, yours is gonna get a lot colder than mine.
Probably. We'll
All
see.
right.
Okay. All right. One thing that's nice about the cobbler shaker, depending on who you are, is that it already has a built-in strainer versus
Really good.
the Boston does not. However, I generally prefer the Boston because it's easier to clean.
Yeah. If you're not familiar with the movie The Polar Express, the little boy couldn't hear the golden bell. He couldn't hear the bell. So we, instead of a golden bell, you took a maraschino cherry and put it in gold luster dust.
Yeah, gilded cherries. These are Morena cherries. They are probably one of my favorites because they taste like actual cherry.
Okay, so let's make sure you gotta show me how you pin yours so that I can pin mine almost the same exact way. Okay, are we twinning? I think we're twinning here. Okay.
Okay.
So turn around, look that way.
Why?
Just do it. Just do it. Okay, because maybe I'm gonna move them around. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm gonna leave them exactly the way they were. You don't know. You don't know. Okay, you can come back now.
All right.
And I twisted them a little bit too, so that way you don't even know.
Oh, clever.
See what I did there?
Did you?
Maybe I did, but maybe I didn't. She has no idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, before we try this though, we're gonna like let
clean
the
up a little
head
bit.
settle a little
Yes.
bit. You should, yes, rinse the shakers. for
I'll
me.
rinse the shakers. have all these chores to do.
Do you remember where they were?
Kind of, sort of, but not really. So I have a feeling that while I was put to task, there might have been some shenanigans going on over here.
I was cleaning up too.
You wouldn't do that, would you? Okay, so how are we gonna do this? We're just gonna both taste, and then we're gonna trade, right? And then we'll taste.
Okay.
And then we'll guess.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
Let's trade. For some reason in this one, I get like hints of like almost amaretto. Yeah, which is kind of strange. It is very sweet. I get a lot of sweetness in that one.
Yeah, I do feel like there's a difference. I agree. I feel like this one is a little sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying about the amaretto. This one maybe not.
That one has more of a, you're getting the,
I feel
just like very bitter forward.
You are. There's more bitterness, more coffee flavor. I feel like I'm getting the more of the espresso flavor. I think in this one. This one I feel like I'm getting a little more of like the Mount Rigi. I feel like is coming out more for me.
Yeah, more fruit,
Yeah.
more.
Which one do you think it is?
I'm gonna go with this one. Has the salt.
I'm gonna go with that one too.
Okay, let's just see.
Because I think.
Oh, we
Is
were
it?
right.
We were right. Okay, so I'm not gonna flip this glass over because it would spill everywhere, but yes, this one does have the tape here, and we could actually tell. We were a little worried. We're like, okay, we know that salt affects these drinks, but then it's one of those things that it's a good thing to test, right? Like how much? So if you don't believe us, we definitely recommend like picking a cocktail like this, or you know, like we said, like a coffee cocktail, something with more chocolatey flavor,
Yeah.
or like stone fruit, like you said as well,
Yeah.
and do a taste test yourself and see if you can really taste the difference. Because I know for myself, a lot of the time, I feel like I don't always trust my palate.
Yeah.
But this, yeah, I could definitely tell the difference.
Yeah, yeah. And what we were going for here in these cocktails was a cordial cherry type flavor, and I think the saline really helped bring that forward here.
Yeah.
While this is still fairly tasty, it is quite bitter, and the bitterness kind of overpowers the cocoa and vanilla and the cherry flavors that we were really going for.
This one, it brings out all the richness of those flavors.
Yeah.
Where it's like this one is just, it's a little more muted. We have another cocktail. We want to do the same thing. So the next one we're doing is a James Bond cocktail,
Yes.
which has some more stone fruit in it, right?
Yes, that has some peach flavors, but also we have the pine.
Amaro.
That'll be interesting because we've got more earthy flavors in that. And we also have some citrus in it too. So, but before we make that, we'd like to stop you for just 1 second. And if you're enjoying these kind of off episodes for us,
I'm sure you are.
let us know by giving us a like. We really appreciate that. That helps us out a lot. If you're interested in us featuring a particular liqueur, a particular type of spirit, let us know in the comments, or method, or a
Process, right?
process, or we would love to do that for you.
All right, we're gonna whip up our second cocktail here. So let's get situated first, and then we'll mix it up. All right, we have all our stuff organized now, so let's go ahead and we're gonna make our Death in Venice cocktail from Casino Royale. James
Bond.
All right, we start with Italicus.
Yes, we're actually doing 1.5 ounces of Italicus. Usually Italicus is used as not a based spirit, as we are using it here.
But we love it so much.
It's delicious.
Pretty awesome.
It's made from bergamot, the fruit, not the flowers. So not to be confused with Earl Grey.
Sometimes I just like to smell it. Is that a bad thing?
Some of these smell really good. Then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of creme de pêche. This is, if you were to compare this with Peach Schnapps, it's a little bit boozier, but it's also like more peachy than sweet. Peach Schnapps, sorry, my bad.
That's all right.
Peach Schnapps tends to be very sweet.
How much, 1/2 ounce?
1/2 ounce.
Okay.
Then we're going to do 1/2 ounce of pine liqueur. And this is stone pine liqueur from the Alpes Ziervens. That's really one of the only brands we've been able to find Not to be confused with like pine needle liqueur.
Yeah.
This is made from areola pine berries, which makes it a little less piney and more like fruity.
Yeah.
But really
But it's not
delicious.
like
yeah.
not like fruity,
Not
like
fruit.
super sweet. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing. What we also use it, I think, in our we have a Sound of Music cocktail, right? The Hills Are Alive.
Hills
Is
Are
that it?
Alive.
So if you want to check some of this out, obviously you can use it in the Death in Venice cocktail, but check out our Sound of Music episode because we love both of those cocktails.
Yes.
That
then
one and the Raindrops on Roses.
Raindrops on roses.
So ½ ounce dry vermouth.
Yes, ½ ounce of that.
What do we got here?
Just to add a little bit more earthiness, we're kind of going for like that Italian hillside. Then we're doing ½ ounce of freshly pressed lemon juice.
Wow.
That's a ½ ounce.
Hopefully I pressed enough.
Yes. And then just a ½ ounce of Aquafaba, which
Yes.
is half less than what we normally put in, mainly because we're not going for like a really deep, heavy, foamy head.
Right.
We're just going for a lightly foamy to bring out kind of flavors or scents, I should say, as well as give it a really, really nice silky texture.
It does. It's pretty. All right. So I am putting ice saline into mine. Gonna get my coupe glass here and get it nice and ready.
Here we go. Okay.
And we are gonna double strain this into our coupes. As you can see, my coupe has the little piece of tape.
So while we're dumping this in, I can really get the scent of like the stone pine and of course the rosemary.
Yeah, that rosemary is real strong. It's some not only fresh rosemary, it's fresh rosemary syrup that we just made.
This has a really beautiful like pamplemousse sort of color.
We just express a lemon peel over it to just add to even some more like the freshness, right?
Those lemon oils are really good at freshening things up and livening things up. Again, this is like an olfactory situation where when we smell these things, it really opens up our taste buds. Like it actually creates a reaction in our brain that's like, ooh, you're about to receive something. Open up, you know? And so then our taste buds
Start to salivate already, right?
Exactly, right? All right.
Well, no, we got to mix them up first, so cover your eyes. Gosh. I'm really good at mixing these up. Okay, and let me turn it around the other way. Keep them shut.
Do a really good job.
Keep them shut, jeez. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right. So, the only difference in here is the saline, which was in mine, and it could be in the left one or the right one. Actually, I know which one it is. She doesn't, so she's
Yeah.
the real guinea pig here.
Really fresh smell.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the lemon, of course, and this is such a good cocktail.
Yeah, big fans of it.
So just so you know, this one I am getting a fair amount of kind of citrus. I do get the peach.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet. Again, getting some nice sweetness there. This one I'm not getting as much of a scent from.
Okay.
When I drink this, I only get citrus
Okay.
and sweetness. What about you?
Yeah, do you want to go back and forth a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Definitely the citrus there. Yeah, maybe not as sweet. Now let me try this one again.
Yeah, I mean, this one I feel like I get more of the like the rosemary, so like that nice like floral kind of pininess
Yeah.
that you associate with rosemary and of course the pine.
So what do you think? Can you make a guess here?
Are you gonna guess?
I already know.
This one I'm getting tons of citrus.
Okay.
Tons and tons of citrus, which of course it's still delicious. It's tasty. But am I getting all of the flavors that we
Like the deep,
really
robust
want?
flavors.
This one again, I'm getting a lot more scent even. I can smell the peach, I can smell the pine. This one is just all citrus, so I'm gonna say it's this one.
I think you are right. So again, I'm not gonna tip the glass, but yep. That's got the tape. You did good. It's kind of fun because, you know, yeah, there is this sort of thing where it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna try these and we're gonna test these, and are we actually sort of notice the difference and get what we sort of think, we're gonna get. You definitely can taste a very distinct difference in these. Like you said, this one is a little more citrus forward, but it doesn't have sort of the deep flavors that this one has, that the saline seems to really kind of boost up and pull out, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. I think that, and then of course, one thing that we always talk about whenever we're developing cocktails is that we really love flavors to carry.
You do want to taste, the Italicus, the bergamot, and all the flavors that has. You do want to get the pine liqueur, and then also the peach, right? And then even though there's only a 1/4 ounce of that rosemary simple syrup, you want to get those flavors as well. So it's really about the experience of having that drink. And you're going to be watching a movie. We don't want you to have to get up every 5 minutes to make another cocktail.
Yes, and all of those flavors brought to you by Saline. To close out, we are going to finish these cocktails that are salty but not too salty, thanks to Saline.
All right, well, we'll see you next week. We're going to have definitely 2 more cocktails and 1 more great movie.
Another fantastic.
Cheers.
Cheers.